Okay. So let's add a new thing. Kingston polyphonic chip synthesizer. That looks quite cool. Let's have a look at that. So it's nice that each one of these modules has a different visual look to it. Oh, I see. So looking at the screen now, it's actually scenes. These aren't tracks running down. Tracks are running down. So it's like Ableton Live. Different tracks are plotted across the horizontal grid, and then the vertical vertical tracks, and then horizontally we're looking at scenes. So and I'm assuming can I drag and move? Let's see, is it like the piano roll? Ooh, not sure. Okay, so that doesn't, I'm sure you can do it that way, but okay. Anyway, let's have a look at this Kingston. So we're just gonna have a quick look at this. Aha! So yes, chip tune stuff. Oh, it's got this run thing here. Let's have a look what we can do with this now. That's nice. At the bottom here, quantize automatically lights up when we put a new part in. So they're really nice and simple interfaces for each of the different gadgets, as they're called here. Height, speed. What's happened to the sound? So I'm not sure what's going on really. Oops. Jump. Run, jump. Oh, I don't know what I've done. Level is up. I seem to have lost the sound. Okay, oh, let's try a different preset. That's cool. I like it. I don't know quite how to operate it yet. Okay, and on we go. I have to say, this is looking great fun. Again, excuse the audio jumping around. This is the first time I've used this. This is a gadget called... there's an app I'm running on my Mac called Reflector that's allowing me to get my iPad screen up. It's the first time I've ever used it. I've actually just downloaded it just for this purpose of demonstrating this now. Okay, anyway. Ooh, there's so much to choose from. It's a bit mind-boggling. Let's have a look at Kiev. Advanced Spatial Digital Synthesizer. Let's go into there. Woo. Let's go in and let's have a look. Oh, this lag is really irritating me, but as I say, the lag is my AirPlay lag. Okay, let's just jump back to our mixer first, and let's just turn down some of this nonsense. I'm assuming then I can get like a metronome up. Yes, I can. Here's my metronome. Tempo. We can tap in tempo. That's cool. And swing as well. This is neat. Let's just have a quick look actually while we're in this page. What we can do here. So we got help, tips. Okay. Settings. Just Korg's own whist. But that's cool. So whist is the thing for synchronizing if you've got two iPads. So if you had if you had a friend running this piece of software on an iPad, you can have them both play in sync using whist. So that's pretty cool. What's that? Okay, so that just opens and closes the mixer, leaving the transport open at the bottom. That's cool. The little eye, what's that? Information. Korg news, blah blah blah. Oh, and this thing looks a little bit like Gadget Cloud. Look at that. So is that actually on SoundCloud, or is that a separate thing? It looks like SoundCloud, but in a different... So we saw something like this on the IMPC, where you can upload tunes and you can listen to other people's tunes. So I'm guessing that this is all the first stuff that people have done. Maybe, Yeah, look, here we go. Okay, anyway, that's not interesting to us right now. And here we got our little at the here where we can do a new open, save, export. Let's see what we can do. So export to the Gadget Cloud, as we've just looked at the Gadget Cloud, audio file, Dropbox, and audio copy. So that's cool. That's good. I'm assuming that it hasn't got audio bus support, but I'll have a look. I'll check that in a moment. But it's a kind of self-contained thing, really, isn't it? I suppose. One thing I noticed when I was looking at the website, it's one of the first times I've actually seen how many tracks you can be expected to run on the different iPads. I'm running this on an iPad Air at the moment, but I've also got an iPad 2, and according to that, it looked like you can run 25 different sort of gadgets at the same time on the iPad Air compared to just 5 on an iPad 2. So that's one of the first things that we've seen in the iOS world where you can actually gauge how many things you can run. So that's quite interesting. So but I mean, I'm just running 4 things here, so 5 things, you could do a lot with 5 things, but my gosh, what you could do with 25, blimey. So let's see. So our scene now, let's unmute these tracks and let's just have a look how these scenes work. So I'm gonna trigger the scene like so. We've slowed it down a bit, yeah. That's cool. Okay, so I'm re-triggering it there, but I wonder how. Okay, so function lets me delete, duplicate, change, or freeze. Freeze. So if you're running an iPad 2 or whatever, freeze. So you can just freeze your tracks, and that's cool. That's good to know. That's nice to see them including that. So freeze would presumably just make an audio mix down, so it's not having to do all that processing in real time. Limiter, okay, these things are already look like they're already on. So it's a limiter depth, and then reverb. That's like, so those are like kind of global effects. So let's just leave them off. All right, so I'll just quickly just do another drum pattern, and I don't even care what it is like. Let's just do any old nonsense. Oh, look, these tooltips. So drag 2 fingers to scroll piano roll horizontally or vertically. Vertical drag works when choosing drums, except horizontal drag works 2 bars or more. Zoom with 2 fingers. Okay. Tap to show various functions such as bar length. Okay, so function appears, length. Okay, so lovely. So there we are, function. So it's the default into 1 bar, makes sense. Play mode. Yeah, loop or 1 shot, so it's on loop. Neat. Mute as well. That's quite handy. So you could just, that's where you could set something to be, to mute a single part. Nice. Probably the closest thing I've seen to this on iPad so far is Tabletop, even though it's quite different in its setup. There's aspects which are similar. Okay. This is my new lovely drum loop. I don't care musically what's going on right now. I'm just doing anything. Right, this will do for now. We're just looking. So it waits. It waits until it's completed the current one that it's playing. That's kind of cool. I think that's what you want. And then, so presumably, let's just stop this. Yes, so then that's when I can hit function. Oh, look at that, neat. So there we can insert, duplicate. Cool. So I could duplicate the same pattern there. I'm Gaz Williams, and this app we've been looking at is Gadget and by Korg. And see you soon. Bye.